Hi, this is George Woodbury from College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California, and this video series is a review for my Math 21 Intro to Statistics class for their midterm. We are using the Sullivan-Woodbury Interactive Statistics textbook, and we are covering chapters 1 through 7 on this midterm review. In this video, we'll take a look at how to compute a correlation coefficient using StatCrunch and determine whether a relation exists between the two variables. We'll begin with a scatter plot. Here are the number of hours that 10 students spent studying for a final exam and their score on that exam. Create a scatter plot for these data. Let's turn to StatCrunch for that. To create a scatter plot for the two columns 11 hours and 11 score, press Graph, Scatter Plot, select the X variable, hours, 11 hours, and the Y variable, which were the scores, 11 score. Press Compute, and there is our scatter plot. Okay, there was our scatter plot. Compute the correlation coefficient R. Again, we turn to StatCrunch. The hours are recorded in the column labeled 11 hours and the scores in the column labeled 11 score. To compute the correlation coefficient, I can press Stat, Summary Stats, Correlation. Select the two columns, 11 hours and 11 scores. A good idea to display the two-sided p-value. Press Compute, and there is our correlation statistic along with the p-value. Here was the output. Here we have, to 3 decimal places, R is equal to 0.969. Finally, determine whether there's a linear association between hours studied and exam score. If so, is it positive or negative? We begin by looking at the p-value that we computed. Since the p-value is less than 0.05, that means that there is a linear association. Then, to determine if it's positive or negative, we just look at the sign of the correlation coefficient. Since it's positive, that means that we have a positive linear association between the two variables. I hope you find this video helpful. If you need to reach out to me, you can reach me through the contact page on my website, which is georgewoodbury.com. You can also get a copy of the midterm review off of my home page. Click on the link that says Materials for my statistics students. You can also reach out to me on Twitter @GeorgeWoodbury.